Well, happy Halloween, everybody. Thanks for ending your night of fright with us here on Friday Night Redzone. 2 weeks from now, we'll be talking playoffs and teams spending the next 2 weeks fighting for postseason spots or to improve their standing among their respective regions. We start in the Bay Rivers District, where both Tabb and Warhill in the midst of impressive bounce-back seasons, each finishing below 500 in 2024, but entering the night with 6-2 records, plenty still to play for as the regular season winding down. Warhill has its eyes on climbing the 4A ranks. The Tigers hoping doing the same in 3A. First quarter, Lions strike first. Carson Strickland looking corner end zone for Micah Mason. Great catch in one-on-one coverage, 7-0 Warhill. To the second now, Tigers punch back. Joshua Guthinger takes the pitch, gets a good block, and he scampers in, ties things up at 7 apiece. Warhill takes the lead before the half. This time, Strickland keeping it on the QB sneak, finishing off the drive for the touchdown. 13-7 Lions at the break. And they add to it in the third. Watch Braden turns, going to the crowd, somehow keeps his feet, escapes, and he's gone. 30 yards to pay dirt, 21-7 after adding a 2. And in the fourth, back to the air. The Strickland and Mason connection again. Warhill, another statement victory, taking down Tabb, 36-14, the final. Well, meanwhile, Lake Taylor giving Maury a scare last week before the Commodores pulling away with a dominating fourth quarter. The Commodores heavily favored in their final 2 contests, beginning tonight at home against Manor. Maury giving up just 20 points combined in 5 Eastern District games, and the Commodores waste no time getting going. Elijah Moss scooping up the opening kickoff, maneuvers through the crowd, outrunning everybody to the house. 8-0 Maury after the 2-point conversion. 15-zip now, and it's Moss again. Damo Everett drops it off for his receiver, and Moss doing the rest. This going for a 38-yard touchdown catch and run, looking like Randy Moss here. Commodores open it up 22-0. Then it's the defense. Mustangs trying to make something happen, airing it out, but there's Tawan Pear picking it out of the air. He'll take it back all the way. Maury rolls to another big district victory and goes to 8-1 on the season. Nansemond River hosting Lakeland in a battle of Suffolk before taking on Kings Fork next week. Here the Cavaliers looking to punt. Watch the Warriors storm through and block it. A little bit of hot potato here. Ends up in the end zone. Nansemond River tallies the touchdown, 33-0. So remember that hot potato? Yeah, it's still hot. Lakeland's Deshaun Wright, the heads-up fumble recovery here. But guess what? Next play, Warriors take it right back. Travis Freeman falls on it, gets it back for the home team, and Nansemond River cashing in. Rylan Welton, perfect pass to Quincy Gilmer down the sideline for the score. Warriors roll into next week's other Battle of Suffolk with the shutout win tonight. Well, plenty of action in the Peninsula District this evening as well. We'll head across the water and check in at Todd and Darling Stadiums. It's coming up right after this. Hey, thanks to the Mustang cheerleaders for bringing us back in there. After going through a stretch that would see Phoebus fall in 3 of 4 games, the Phantoms looking to ramp up momentum going into the postseason. WTKR News 3's Romello Stiles telling us how the 4-time reigning champs faring tonight, as well as another showdown on the peninsula. Mello?
You know what, Mark? I could really be upset. I'm cold. My lips are kind of dry, and I don't have any more Halloween candy left. But there is something good that I can look forward to. High school football tonight on the Peninsula District was everything you'd expect and more. Let's take a look.
Let's get this party started with the Phoebus Phantoms taking on Woodside. Banks is going to drop back the pass. He's going to find Jaden Javier. Javier finds space, and he finds nothing but green turf until he's in the end zone for 6. Now, be prepared to hear Javier's name a lot tonight. Phantoms up 6. Woodside on offense now. Terrence Brown looking for an open man, but guess who he finds? Number 5 for the Phantoms, Javier, and Javier says, peace out, I'll see you later. Pick 6. I really hope college coaches are keeping an eye on this kid. All right, Woodside, back on offense. Bowen looking to redeem himself. He throws it deep. You know it. It's Javier playing center field better than Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. Sorry, Mark. Phantoms have the ball again, and Tyree Diggs takes the handoff, and, well, he's on down the road. He's in for 6, and the Phoebus Phantoms win 47-6. Now, Let's shift gears as the Denbigh Patriots are taking on the Kick-a-Tan Warriors. Warriors kick a squib kick to open up the second half. There's a lot of confusion, but somehow Kevin Parker comes up with the ball and he sees light and he sees the end zone. No better way to come out of halftime. Now, can we just take a minute and show love to Parker's furry pink cleats? I mean, I have to admit, the kid has style. Okay, let's get back to the action. Josiah Thompson takes the handoff from Parker, and Thompson is in for 6. Warriors wanting to get in the end zone, so Zion Phillips is going to take the snap. He throws it toward the end zone, and Eric Tatum comes down with the touchdown. Now, this game didn't go the way the Warriors wanted, but hey, at least they got on the scoreboard. Patriots walk away with a 35-7 victory.
All right, we only have a few more weeks into the playoffs, and if I could summarize tonight, Mark, I would just say 6-7. That's all from the Peninsula District tonight. I'm Romello Stiles, WTKR News 3 Sports.
Someone's going to have to fill me in on the 6-7 thing. I was asking my kids about it, and they're like, it means nothing, and I have no idea. Anyway, moving on. Smithfield with the chance to pick up steam entering the playoffs as well. The Packers entering tonight looking for their 4th consecutive victory ahead of a showdown with Bay River's district leader Poquoson to close out the regular season next week. Gloucester making the trip across the river to meet Smithfield. Dukes looking for their first win. Early in this one, offense greasing the wheels. Kyle Buggs looking sideline. Justin Pinnock going up and getting it. Nice gain there. Packers defense, though, would be the ones to land the first punch. Bradley McGrath delivers the hit that'll cause the fumble. Isaiah Diggs right there for the recovery. We have ourselves a scoop and score, 7-0. Then on play action, Buggs looking to throw. He's going to find Jakeem Montgomery back in the end zone, makes the catch for the touchdown. Smithfield comes away with the shutout and picks up its 4th straight victory. Churchland and Booker T. Washington wrapping up October against each other. Let's pick it up in the second. Truckers up big and looking for more. Akwai Hayes takes the handoff, gets across the goal line for the touchdown, 32-0. Churchland, Trucker defense doing its thing as well. Here it's Trayvon Williams playing backfield buster, coming up with the sack. Churchland forcing the turnover on downs. Then Logan Wynn going to the air across the middle to Floyd Logan, the 5th in the end zone. Another touchdown there. No problem for the Truckers tonight. They roll past Booker T. Well, this week's action split between Thursday and Friday. We'll tell you about some notable Thursday victories right after this.
We're the Churchland cheerleaders, and you're watching Friday Night Redzone on News 3. All right,
All right, thanks to the Churchland cheerleaders there. Well, plenty of above-average plays this evening, but here's our play of the night. Maury's Elijah Moss fields the opening kickoff against Manor, working his way through, and he's gone. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown before everybody is even in their seats. This is the first of the Commodores' 57 points tonight as they would improve to 8-1 on the season. Maury will take on Granby to cap off the regular season next week. Well, plenty of this week's action already in the books entering tonight. Kings Fork picking up the biggest victory last night, scoring 14 unanswered points in the 4th quarter to top Indian River 21-14. Zadarius Wynn taking the opening kickoff back for a score, then pulling in the game-winning touchdown reception in the 4th. The Bulldogs improved to 8-1 as well and will host Nansemond River next Friday. Indian River 7-2 and capping off the regular season at Hickory. Meanwhile, in the private school ranks, Norfolk Academy rolling past Catholic to wrap up the regular season 8-1 and claim the TCIS title. The Bulldogs' only loss coming by a touchdown to St. Christopher's last month. They should host a playoff game next weekend and are now just 2 wins away from a state crown. Nansemond Suffolk, meanwhile, also earning a home playoff game next week after stunning previously unbeaten St. Anne's Belfield last night, 27-22. So a lot of action last night going into the final week of the regular season next week. And that's a wrap of tonight's edition of Friday Night Red Zone. But hope you'll log on to Facebook or Instagram, the WTKR's pages, and be part of the conversation on No Limit Sports Live. Drew from Sports Plug 757 is here, and we are ready to have a football conversation. We're taking your questions and topics starting right now. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.